We have no intention of putting American forces or NATO forces in Ukraine.
Exactly what we're seeing right now with President Biden and leaders in Congress whose decisions are actively pushing us to the brink of a nuclear holocaust, of which they may have their bunkers where they'll be safe, but we, the American people, will have no shelter, no place to go, no place to hide, and face the consequences that could destroy all of humanity and the world as we know it.
Stunning comments from the U.S. president suggesting Russian threats to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine have put the world on the brink of Armageddon. Joe Biden's remarks were made behind closed doors last night and serve as a dire warning. Russia-Ukraine war could quickly trigger a much wider conflict.
The mistakes get made, and the miscalculation could occur. No one can be sure what would happen, and it could end in Armageddon.
The first major U.S. troop movement in response to Russian forces at the Ukrainian border. We're talking about 3,000 troops heading to Poland, Germany, and Romania, but not Ukraine.
These forces are not going to fight in Ukraine. They're going to ensure the robust defense of our NATO allies.
We are de facto allies. This has already been achieved. De facto, we have already completed our path to NATO. We are taking our decisive step by signing Ukraine's application for accelerated accession to NATO.
Rather than taking a stand for peace, for prosperity, security, and freedom of the American people, we have too many people in Washington who are warmongers, subservient to the military-industrial complex, and continuing to put their own selfish interests or the interests of their donors first, with no mind for the cost and consequence that their decisions have on the American people.
Because it's important that we send a strong signal to Mr. Putin and, frankly, to the world that NATO matters to the United States. It matters to our allies. And we have ironclad Article 5 commitments. An attack on one is an attack on all.
The mistakes get made,